Hey everyone, welcome back. So in this video, let's now move forward and now let's code our very first AutoGen agent. In the previous few videos, we have already understood what exactly is Microsoft AutoGen. We have installed the same onto our system and also understood that what exactly is an agent and how the same works. Now let's move forward and see the same live on in action. So to build our very first agent in AutoGen, we have divided the same into multiple tasks. We will be coding the same along live so that you are able to understand each and every line and do the same at your end. Now let's move forward, and to build your agent, the very first thing which we have to do, we have to import the required modules. Now, if you remember, I told you that how your agent is just like a digital human and it is having a brain, right? And we will see that how it can use tools, etc. as well. But we have to make sure that, let me just zoom it out, we can write the code such that from AutoGen agent chat dot agents. So in the agent chat library, which we have to use for our full working, we have a agent submodule in which different kinds of agents are created, right? So the agent which we have to use for our use case, that is known as assistant agent. And when I talk about agent, it is having some properties which are defined here, as we can see here. AutoGen Agent Chat provides a set of preset agents, each with variations in how an agent might respond to messages. All agents share the following attribute and methods: name, much like a human; description, the description of the agent in text; run, the method that runs the agent given a task as a string or list of message. So this is again just agent executing or working on a task. Agents are expected to be stateful, and this method is expected to be called with new message, not complete history. So what do we mean by this bolded line is that agent maintain their state. So for example, if I ask it a question and if I ask a follow-up question, it will be able to maintain that, right? Run stream, same as run, but returns an iterator of messages that subclass base agent. So I will tell you this in the working. Here it is a little complex to understand, but in the working, the same is very easy, right? So with that, now let's learn about the very first agent. Assistant agent is a built-in agent that uses a language model and has the ability to use tool. Much like us human beings, assistant agent or rather any agent, they have a brain and they can surely use a tool, right? What do we mean by tools? Tools just like how we have calculator. For example, if you ask me what is 100 USD, I can tell you this much is 100 USD, right? So the idea is that agents can also use these tools to get to your answer. Now, this is the very basic kind of an agent which you will be using for doing anything related to LLM. You can configure it any way you want. So let's see the same, everyone. And let's now import few things. So from AutoGen agents, I have to import assistant agent. Then from AutoGen underscore ext dot OpenAI, I have to, sorry, dot models dot OpenAI, I have to import my OpenAI chat completion client. So I have made sure that I import assistant agent and OpenAI chat completion client from my uh, AutoGen, right? Few more things which I would suggest you to do, not related to AutoGen, from .env import load.env, and I can have OpenAI API key equals. So I will have OS here as well. OS. So for those who are not aware, what does this .env does? From your file, so you will be having this .env example file. It set up all of these things in the environment variable so that using your operating OS module, you could easily load the same. So this is what I'm going to do here. As you, if you pay attention, os.get env, get env. I can just get my OpenAI API, right? So simple approach. Just by using this thing, we can get our key so that we don't expose it anywhere, and we can run this. Just make sure that you use the overall environment which you have created, and the same shall get executed. With the first step done and the way we have understood the same, second is we have to create an assistant agent, initialize an agent with the name and an LLM configuration, right? So the very first thing I would like to do, model underscore client equals OpenAI chat completion. Here I have to provide my model. So as you can see, we can provide the name of our model in string. I'm going to use GPT-4o for the use case, and then API key, where we can provide an OpenAI API key. So now in a way our brain is also ready, right? If we understand about this in depth, just I have made a connection to my OpenAI using my key, right? Surely you will be having your own key. For people who are not aware, just go on Google, search for OpenAI key, and you can create your own key using this particular thing. You will have to log in and load some credits. I will show you a like different way in which credits will also not be required. No credit card, nothing. Very useful for students, right? With this thing set, everyone, now we can go on and just define our agent. So I can say my first agent. It can be an assistant agent, everyone, where name can be assistant, right? Then we can provide description. So an agent which helps in answering questions. And then we can provide a model client, where model client is the one which I have defined. So this is again like a brain, and I can define my agent. Now the same has been defined with the brain, and we have used this assistant agent directly. Name shall be not having any spaces. So the second I add assistant one, you see that you are getting an error, right? So it should not be having spaces. Description is for you majorly, but make sure that you give a valid and a overall description which helps you explain what exactly is happening or what exactly is this agent for. Model client totally on you. You can give a different, like this is a model client which you have given. You could define multiple model clients as well, and we can see that how we can provide them to different agents, right? As of now, model client doesn't support multiple model clients, like it can have a single brain only. So that is the case. Let me run this, and seems like our agent has been defined. So we are able to easily define our agent here. Now, once we have defined our agent, the next logical step is to ask it some question so that we can get the answer, right? For the same, I could just define a task here. So let's say task equals what is the capital of India, right? So I've defined my task here, everyone. For getting the result, I could do result await assistant, oh sorry, my first agent dot run, and I could just provide a task here. Task equal task. So you can just make it maybe my task will be better, my underscore task, and you can provide my underscore task here. And now if you ask it a question, it will be able to give you the answer. Now I can see result. For those who are not aware, this await is used because run is a asynchronous function. So it is a coroutine. So that's why we have to call it with await. It is not related to Python. I will highly suggest that please go and read about asynchronous programming, like how exactly asynchronous program work. Right, that is a concept which is common across multiple languages. So nothing related to Python as such. But many frameworks like AutoGen, Google ADK, they are now using asynchronous kind of event-driven architecture, where you need to understand how exactly they work. So highly suggested to just maybe go through the basics once. You will find the same on Python website or any other documentation easily. Asynchronous programming is a very generic concept which applies to overall all the programming languages. Now, if I just copy and show you the result, everyone, we can see the same here. And it has multiple details, right? So for example, it is saying that, hey, you sent me a text message, and it was indeed a text where some id etc is given. Source, it by default takes at user, so it is just saying that, hey, user sent me a message, something which we saw in the last run, right? So I can just move on to the next task. I think, yeah, define a task, which we have done already, and finally run the agent. So these things are the one which we have done, everyone. But I hope you understand these are the processes which are involved, right? Now, if we see, these are the tasks which we have done, and we are able to get our results. From this result, we have multiple things to understand. Don't get any scared by seeing this. It's a simple just result, task result type of a message, where it has that, okay, this is the first message it got. Everyone pay attention. So this is the message. In the messages, we have this messages, right? So first text message here, pay attention, which we sent. So this is the first one which we sent everyone. And then second is the one which our agent sent. Pay attention. If you will see and pay attention, this is the one which we just sent, right? Where as a user, we asked, what is the capital of India? Now, in the response, we say that source is assistant. If you will see, this is the name we must have given it here. Then model usage, it is saying that request usage, prompt token 43, completion token 10. So it is also telling you this model usage. Now, something which can be used if you're logging that how much it took, right? So that is where it might be needed. Then metadata, if some metadata was there, when was it created? Then all the information. And finally, the answer. Finally, the answer, which is capital of India is New Delhi. And it normally says terminate here. So totally fine. We will see that why exactly is it saying that. But it says that terminate here. And we are able to just easily use our agent, right? Now, if you want, you could easily create a weather kind of an agent here. So for that, what I will do, pay attention. Def uh, get underscore weather. So I'm creating a function which we will pass as a tool. Let's say I call it a city string and it returns a string as well. Now I can check if city equals, let's say Delhi, then return, say, temperature is 40 degree Celsius, maybe. Okay, Celsius. Else if city, elif, my bad, this is not C++. Elif city equals to, say, New York. So let's see the same. What's the temperature? Temperature in New York. Okay, New York, 1 minute. Okay, I think I will have to get something here. I cannot find that. So let us quickly search that so that we are right in that. New York temperature. It's 28 degrees Celsius, 82 degree Fahrenheit. So I would like to return it in Fahrenheit because that is what is followed. Temperature is 82 degree Fahrenheit. Okay. Check the spelling. I hope that is fine. Else we can return not supported. Now, if you will pay attention, I have defined this particular tool or function. So we will are building our weather agent now using this AutoGen. Here we have just defined our function. Now the benefit of function is that we can provide this function as a tool to my agent, right? So for the same, let's now do this thing where I have defined this. I will create another agent. So let me copy this, say it as my weather agent, weather agent. Now there will be few things which I would like to show you what you can change. One thing is that we can provide a system message, which is your instructions which you're providing to your agent, right? So much like we gave ChatGPT the instruction that, hey, please give me the answer only in JSON. We can provide system message, which are instructions here. So make sure that you help person with weather. Use, what was the name? Yeah, get weather tool to provide the same, right? And now I can provide it a tool here. So 1 minute, I can provide it here. Tools. I can just provide get weather here, right? So using this get weather, it will be able to use the same and get me the answer. So now my overall 1 minute. So yeah, extra comma. And now my agent has been defined. Let me run this. Task can be get me the weather in New Delhi. And now I can just run this. So result equals await dot run task equal task. And we can run this. Now if I just show you the result, it will be a little longer, but let's see what is it saying. So multiple things here this time. This is the message which we sent. Then it is saying that it made some tool call request. So then we have the tool call execution. So it is saying that, okay, it did call a tool, right? And the tool returned something, I guess. So it is saying not supported. We will check that. No worries. Why is it the case? And finally, we get the answer. So 1 minute, where is the answer? Yeah. So we are getting the answer in this execution where content it is saying that it is not supported. And the final content we can see not supported. So let's check why is that the case. Okay, we have asked for Delhi and New Delhi. Let me do one thing. Change it to Delhi here. And let me ask the same. We can see like what it has sent if you will pay attention here. So we can see what is it sending as an argument. It is sending New Delhi. Unfortunately, New Delhi is not supported, right? So that's why it is saying that it is finally it is returning as not supported. Now, by default, what our agent does, whatever it is getting via your overall tool, it returns that as an answer. So it is not saying anything. It is just returning that as an answer, whatever the tool is returning. I can just do few changes here. I can just say this or city equals New Delhi so that it takes care of both the cities, right? Along with that, there is another argument reflect on tool use, which I can set as true. So reflect on tool use as the name suggests. Let's say if I ask you a question, what is 2 to the power 10? You could just easily give the answer 1024. Or you can say that, hey, 2 to the power 10 is the answer is 1024, which is exactly equal to number of KBs in a MB, right? So again, just it will reflect on what the answer it is getting. Now, if I define this again, and I define this again, defining it, the task again, and asking the answer, right? So it is taking a little bit of time. Now, if I show you this result again, everyone pay attention, it will be different. So this time, if we see the result, pay attention. This is the message which we sent. Then there is a tool call request with the city as Delhi and get weather. Tool call got executed and we shall got our answer. So it is getting us the answer. Temperature is 40 degrees Celsius. And lastly, it will be sending up a text message only. So this is what we are getting as a response. The current temperature in Delhi is 40 degrees Celsius. If you need information or assistant, feel free to ask. So I hope you're able to understand that when we are using tool, so there are multiple things to this. We defined our very first agent. We saw the steps involved there, which were these one, importing required modules, creating an assistant agent, defining a task, and then running the agent. So this was a simple agent. After that, we created a weather agent where we provided it with a functionality via function or via tool. Then we gave this particular agent our tool like this. We gave it a system message or the instruction, right? And we also made sure that we are reflecting on tool use so that earlier when we didn't have any text message in the end, now we have this text message towards the end because it is kind of summarizing or telling that, okay, what is the answer? And on top of that, it is thinking something, right? So this is all what is happening, everyone. Now, to help you understand the same better while you run it, I have also provided this another notebook which you can go through. Here as well, all the things are exactly written, but since this is a crash course and we cannot spend a lots of time in going on each and everything, I have made sure that in this particular notebook, you are able to understand things in a depth, right? So here we will be able to see the same run and you will be able to, I believe, easily now define your own agent in AutoGen. So with that, I hope you will now try out to defining your own agent. In the next video, we will now see that how we can understand more about this message and what exactly is happening under the hood, as that is also something which is very much required. Okay. So with that, thank you and let's meet in the next video.